Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. A very good evening to our course leader for the subject HMEC 5113 V2 Child Development Theories. Okay, semester January 2020. And my name is Mr. Hafizzie and I'm going to represent my slide for this subject. Introduction. Human was born unique. Okay, throughout life, people will experience change to their inner and outer structure. Child development refers to the sequence of physical, language, touch and emotional change that occurred in the child from birth to the beginning of adulthood. Okay, attachment is a meeting and friendly relationship with people concerned in his life, like parent, caregiver, sibling, teacher, and peers. Okay, this powerful attachment will be able to give a sense of safety and confidence to the child in interacting with the people in the environment. Okay, now we go through for the observation procedure. For the observation procedure, I have choose HMEC. The location is at the Kota Samarahan as my location for this assignment. I have to phone call. Okay, before I went to this place, okay, before I start the observation, I have to do the phone call with the head of HMEC to get permission to conduct observation. Okay, the second one, I have meet the headmaster, teacher, preschool teacher, to explain the purpose of this assignment. Okay, the third one is I have asked the teacher on children background, uh, on children background, not only background, but children interest, children hobby, and so on. I have conduct the observation twice. Okay, for information, I have conduct the observation twice in the way to get the accurate and natural result. Okay, for the first time, I went to the HMEC. I found out that these children, they still the result is not natural. So I went for the second time and I found the result. I found the result that they are more natural than previous one. Okay. This child seem act for the first place. Then I conduct a second observation to get a better result. Okay, this is a child personal for information. Okay, his name is Awang Ahmad Idram. Okay, his age is 6 years old. From preschool monk. Okay, his parent work as the general worker at the Fekra, Kota Semarahan. He more interest in drawing and coloring. Okay, through observation that I have conduct to these children. Okay, what I want to explain is through observation. Okay, during observation, okay, these children listen to the teacher instruction very well, and even his friend distract him. So meaning that during observation began, okay, process, one of his friends tried to poke him, but unfortunately, even his friend tried to poke him, they tried to disturb him, he still have effort to focus on learning, on process learning. Okay, one of his friend poked him using pencil and start the conversation while he finished the exercise given. Mean during exercise lesson. Okay, during exercise, okay, when teacher give the student exercise, okay, this child will sit on the his own place. Okay, and while he finish the task, okay, one of his friends tried to poke him using pencil, and then after his friend tried to poke him more than twice, he start to lose the focus. Okay, and his emotional begin to change. Okay, begin to change since his teacher focusing on other student at that time. Okay, uh, for the interpretation, okay, he feel excited during lesson. Okay, he tried to take part, okay, participant on lesson. Okay, for example, like when the teacher give him white French, okay, he try to draw the number using this position. You can using this position to write the number. Okay, and then and then he shows to teacher, and then the teacher what we call hug him, and then how to call praise him. Okay, sorry, praise him. Okay, as a reward. Okay, teacher attract him using drawing activity, which is using teaching material via French to draw the number. Okay, and then the children show change on behavior and feeling where the teacher provide training to the children, meaning that during exercise season. Okay, children begin to daydreaming. At the same time, a friend bothering him, bringing him playing an eraser, pencil. He began to show his cheerful attitude when he was playing with his friend, meaning that when he played with his friend, his emotion change. Okay, from daydreaming become he enjoy the environment at that moment. Okay, he enjoy the game at that moment. Okay, uh, playing an eraser and pencil, and then one of his friends tried to throw the eraser, okay, out of his place, and he stand up and take an eraser and the pencil. Okay, for the attachment theory, okay, I have using Bowlby. Okay, so Bowlby believe that the children have natural needs to develop close relationship with one major figure, usually the mother. Okay, now we go to preschool. Usually, children consider teacher as a second mother. Okay, based on Bowlby theory, we can find out that during observation season, okay, this child shows a strong bond attachment on teacher, meaning that every time, okay, teacher give instruction on him, okay, operant conditioning, he try to listen and focus on what teacher ask him to do. Okay, and then when he in difficult, okay, difficult to do something, this teacher try to approach him, try to guide him so that he feels sense of belonging. Okay, so this from this part I can see, I can feel that this teacher try her best to let the children feel comfortable, let the children feel like this place, that place, Eskemang belong to him. Sense of belonging. Okay, teacher know the child need. Okay, his background, his interest, and so on. At the same time, teacher has using a few techniques to attract children in the end of the lesson. For example, like this teacher knew that these children love to drawing and coloring. So this teacher using this technique, okay, to attract children, awang, okay, to learn, and then to learn, and then to get something on what they had learned today. Alright, they during lesson, teacher asked the children who having learning problem to sit in front so that she can monitor during the lesson process. So he's the one of the problematic children. So he asked Awang to sit in front so that she asked Awang to sit in front so that she can monitor Awang, and then beside guide him, okay, during the activity. Yeah. For the Chan temperament, okay, The quality of education can also be influenced by family background factor such as the economic, socioeconomic, okay, standard level and experience and parental work. Okay, from the result of the reservation, what I want to say is, I want to explain is, uh, we can see that the child is already able to use language to express their needs. For example, when these children, when Awang try to tell his teacher that he managed to draw using pointer hand, okay, on the fetch wire fetch, okay, he tried to tell the teacher that he can do it, he can make it. So in the end, okay, after that, this teacher praised him and by telling him, oh, congratulations, okay, congratulations, you can do, okay, finally you can do better than previous. Okay, so meaning that this teacher tried to approach him day by day, give him motivation, morality to, so that these children uh, learn more, and these children, in terms of social emotion, they become more cheerful, they become more enjoy, and then and the same time the attachment between, the bond between teacher and student and children become strong. Okay, alright, this way during the strength learning season, okay, the child call the teacher and show that he can write the number 1 to 10 in the right way using wire fence, like I explained to you previously. Okay, the children are also able to accept the fact with their parent condition. For example, he knew that his father worked as the general worker at Vekra, so he accept on what his father occupation. For example, every time his father fetch him to the preschool, and then his father hug him, and then left him at the preschool. So he accept the truth that, yeah, this is the time I have to stand alone with my friend. I have to stand alone with my teacher as my second mother. Okay. Regular daily routine have helped a little more of these children. For example, like we have rest, okay, waktu rehat, okay, we have learning lesson, we have learning time, we have playing time at the preschool, and then this teacher, sometimes this teacher bring Awang to playground outside activity. Okay, this child has shown a characteristic of jealous where the teacher threaten other children. Yes, I found that when the teacher guide other children, he start to daydreaming. This is because first he feel jealous because the teacher are more focused on other children. Okay, so he tried to do something like playing eraser with his friend, throwing something, using pencil, throwing any eraser, so that this teacher warn him, call his name to stop misbehavior. So this is one of the factor, one of the reason why he start to, his emotional start to change. Okay, alright. Okay, psychosocial development. Okay, I have been using a low level of self-testing industry with is from Eric Erickson. Okay, from 6 level, from 6 to 11 years old. At this stage, the child will face in crisis skill that require reading, counting, writing, and causing effect, or in other words, we call it the manakul. Okay. Okay. Beside Eric Edison, I also using Colbert moral development. Okay, he believed that moral development theory was developed based on the development of cognitive James Piaget. He has also clarified that moral development through a moral dilemma that requires children to make decisions that are taken by character in a particular moral scenario. For Colbert, I have using I have using one of the his method. Okay, our focus on emotional for the early childhood categorized. At this point, the child is able to show almost all basic emotions, but usually they will show through the emotion on impulsive. In other words, the emotion shown represent egocentric touch. These children, okay, this awang, will also only show the true emotion in specific people only, meaning that he only shows his true behavior, true social, he true emotional on certain people, for example like his parent, his family, teachers, peers, and maybe uh, a few a few of them only, yeah. Okay, they are also able to hide their feeling. Yes, he knew how to hide his feeling. Okay, that's why I've been going to that place twice to get more natural information. That's why I went that place Eskimang for twice, because I want to observe Awang. Because for the first observation, I found out that Awang seems try to hide something from me. So I went for the second time and I found something different, which is he become more natural where every time he saw me. Yeah. Okay, for the conclusion, okay, overall observation have become one of the way to evaluate children if development. Through the observation of teacher can find problem in children's solution to help children to ensuring each of these children achieve their progress in line with their skill. Okay, each theory has its own advantage. Yeah, for example like Erickson, Bowlby, Erickson, Bowlby, Mary Ainsworth, Colbert. Okay, each theory, okay, that belong to them have its own advantage and disadvantage in spanning in the socio-emotional development of the individuals. The theory of the temperament, Mary Ainsworth, for example, explain an individual temperament, or we call it at the uh, adhesiveness formation. Okay, temperament formation. As we are aware, okay, temperament can be explained by how the child emotional can be in touch with their parent or teacher. Okay, and then the emotional bonding of the parent and the teacher in respect of the child's social development has greatly impact the child or emotional. So that's all for me. Thank you very much. So is anything, don't hesitate to find me. Okay, alright, thank you. Assalamualaikum.